Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Do It Nap podcast number 1786. Yes, I did get my numbers right. Yes. It was lost. Now it is found. What am I talking about? Well, if you follow me on Facebook as well, you would have seen that last night we posted that we were going to be watching. Well, hang on. Last night on the podcast, we said last night we're going to be watching North by Northwest as part of our classic movie month. And then on Facebook, I posted that we had a slight issue. We couldn't find the DVD. Now, I know for a fact that we have the DVD because I had been watching it in the RV using the DVD, so I knew I had it. So I was going through every single box of DVDs that I had, because I also found some boxes of DVDs as well from moves and whatnot. Went through all of those, went through my binder. Now, hang on, I got show and tell today. So I don't know if you can see this. This here is one of my DVD binders. This holds 256 DVDs. Yes, it is also very heavy, so I've got to put it down now. But I went through this like 3 times last night, but it was the way that I was going through it. So I'm going to have to probably stand up to do this and tilt the monitor so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So when you open this thing, it's very heavy. 256 DVDs plus their things. So this is what it, oops, hang on. You have to see if we can tilt the screen here. I should have tested this out beforehand. Oh, I kind of have to do. No, I don't have anything close by. Okay. So when you go in here, that'll do. You've got places for the DVDs. So each page holds 4 DVDs, 2 on the front, 2 on the back. And then you've got these pockets on the sides for the stuff from the jewel case. Now, as you can see on this side, I have Terminal, and I'm showing the front cover. On this side, where I've got Thelma and Louise and Thomas Crown Affair, I'm showing the scene selections. So what am I doing? I'm going through like this, looking for, and I know you guys can't see this very well. I can't tilt my computer any lower. I'm just trying to see if I got something I can sit this thing on for a bit. Hang on. One moment, please. This may or may not work. Seat cushion. Like I said, it may or may not work. So when I'm going through this thing last night, oh, that's a little better. Not much, but it helps. I'm just going like this, looking at the covers here. Now, the problem that I have is that I got to... And so, of course, then today I'm like, I am going to go and find this DVD. I have to find this DVD. I got to watch this movie. So I'm going through again. So this time when I went through like this so I could actually see the discs. Because sometimes, I don't know, I have this one here, Notes tab. The discs have pictures on them along with the name of the movie, which you can see very, very clearly. I think I'm almost there. And I'm sitting there and I'm just turning it over. Want a really good funny movie to see with Michael Caine in it? Without a clue. This is based on the theory that Sherlock Holmes was actually an actor and Dr. Watson was the brains behind Sherlock Holmes. Funny movie. Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, no, that one. Let's see. What do we got here? I have Air Force One and Firewall. So I'm just going like this through this here, turning the pages, and I suddenly see a very familiar thing at the bottom there. North by Northwest. I went through this binder 3 times last night, but like I said, I was only looking. I was doing it so I could just flip through like this, where I could, and this is a very troubling page because I got Princess Bride on one side and I got Top Gun on the other side. When you decide to watch a movie and you come across this and go, oh, I haven't seen either of those in a while. Which do you watch? So yeah, that's the troubling page. But of course, if you see down here, got an affair. This is for An Affair to Remember, which I watched earlier this month. And then this one here is a scene selection for North by Northwest. So I have now found the DVD. So guess what we're watching tonight? We're watching North by Northwest. Now I've got to put this thing down because it weighs a ton. 256 DVDs are not light to carry around. And that's only one of my binders. I have 2 of those binders. All right, now let's put this back up here. Okay, now I feel like I'm back to normal. Oh, that's probably, I'll fix it later. So tonight we're going to be watching North by Northwest. Now that we have found the DVD. I'm not even sure what I was supposed to be watching tonight, but whatever it was, I ain't. So I was so up. I'm like, I know I have that video. I have that video. I know I have that video. It was driving me bonkers. And we were actually meant to be watching Casablanca tonight, but tonight we're going to be watching North by Northwest. So I might actually watch 3 movies over the weekend just to catch me up and get me back on track again. But yes, so that was my movie adventure for last night. Today we got a little toasty today. In the afternoons, even when it's hot, we like to go outside when we have a break from our in the afternoons. We like to have like a 10-minute break in the afternoons, go outside, get some fresh air, come back in again. And Zeffy has this thing that when we go and do our break, which is around 2:00 Pacific time in the afternoons, there's a little slither of sun on the back patio there. The rest of it's in shade. I sit in the shade. She goes and lays in the sun. Today it was 113 degrees Fahrenheit, which for my Kiwi friends is 45 degrees Celsius. It was toasty outside. What's Zeffy doing? Laying in the sun. And there's pictures of it on my Facebook page if you want to go and have a look at it. But yeah, so she went and laid in the sun with that one. So that's where we're at. We're going to be, like I said, going to be watching North by Northwest tonight, which I'm looking forward to because I haven't seen it for a while now that I have found it. But I'll tell you the good part. While going through looking to see when I was trying to find this one, I found a whole bunch of movies that I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that one. Oh, got to see that one again. Oh, there's some musicals there because I got musical month going to come up probably in October, just before James Bond month. And in case you're asking, yes, my James Bond movies are in there, or the first 24. The 25th one is not in there because I don't have space in that binder for it. And then I also have the full collection of Thunderbirds, the original puppets that came out in TV series that came out in when did that come out? Like 1969, I think it was. I think it was late 60s, early 70s when Thunderbirds came out, along with Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons. So I have that collection as well. And that's all in there. But yeah, so tonight is North by Northwest. But as I was going through all these different movies and stuff, I was like, oh, I didn't even know we had that. And I actually found a collector's edition of The Longest Day, which is in a metal case, but it's got a cardboard spine on a metal case, which I thought was rather interesting. And so when you go and open it, it actually comes in 3 pieces, the cardboard spine and your 2 parts of the DVD thing. So I'm not exactly sure what's in there to make it collector's edition or anything like that, but at some point we got it. I don't even recall getting it. I don't even recall half of the movies that we have in the boxes that I found. I'm like, I didn't know we had that one. I'm going to go watch that one again. So yes, so my movie to watch list has increased. And these are all stuff that's already out. I already own. We'll make a movie fest out of it. What else? So, but that's basically what we're going to be doing tonight is watching North by Northwest, which came out in 1959. So because after To Catch a Thief was 1955, and this one was 4 years later. And if you remember anything from last night, we told you that the woman in To Catch a Thief who plays Francis Stevens' mother, Jessie Stevens, is also the same actress who in North by Northwest plays Cary Grant's character's mother. So you get to see her again tonight. So I am very happy I have now found that movie. So now we're going to go for a walk. I have no idea what the temperature is, but I am taking out our water bottles with us. I have a bum bag that's got that I got some new stainless steel water bottles for because the other ones I had were plastic, and I don't know where they are. They disappeared. It's a good thing they disappeared. But so I went and got I got a 15 ounce and a 12 ounce water bottles. One's got a spout that I can easily pour into her dog. She moved into her. I've got a silicone collapsible bowl for her that I carry in the bum bag, and then on one side is my bottle, and one side is her bottle, and so we can. And this morning we actually had to take we took the water with us this morning, and I'm glad we did. It was It was 89 degrees Fahrenheit when we left home, which is around 32 degrees Celsius. When we left home for this morning to go for a walk. It was humid this morning. Humid for Arizona. It was not East Coast humid. It was humid for Arizona. It was at like around 20%. Most of you are going to go, pfft. Yeah. In Arizona, that's like, and yes, I did survive 13 summers in Virginia, and I never once got used to the humidity there. I love the 4 seasons, but get rid of the humidity and it would be perfect. Yes, and I even said to Brad, the day we left California, we left Virginia for California, we put our last bits into, we had a trailer, we had the back of the, we had stuff in a U-Haul trailer, we had the back of the Yukon, was basically for Gus, but we did have a piece, there's a netting that goes across the back, and we had that packed with temperature sensitive stuff like our laptops, and our overnight bag, and like toiletries, because we don't want stuff getting cooked. So we just had like stuff that had to be in temperature controlled things and not in the trailer, because we're traveling in June. It was June when when we started our trip, June 12th, I think it was. It was June 12th of 2010. June 12th, I think that was the date. Pretty sure that was the date. Anyway, we had a 12-hour trip that day, because we were driving from Centerville, Virginia to, we went to, where did we go? Nashville, Tennessee. But we weren't actually going to Nashville. We were going to a friend of mine who lived in a suburb of Nashville. So we weren't going into Nashville proper. We got to meet her new husband and catch up with her and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, so we had the temperature stuff in the back there. And we had to stop. And so that was the only thing we did. We took it out of the hotel, because we're in the hotel by this point, out to the hotel, put that in the back, got Gus into the back of the car, climbed into the car. It was humid. It was horrible. Then we went over to the shopping center where there was like a UPS store, and I had the DirecTV stuff that we had to send back. And Brad parked in front of the store, across the front of the store, we had the trailer. So there was no other cars in the parking lot at this point, but they'd just opened. So we parked across the parking spaces there. I ran inside to hand them the stuff. I walked back out. I get in the car. I am like soaking wet because of the humidity. And I didn't spend like, I had never been outside for a total of like 5, maybe 10 minutes. And I was dripping wet. And I had to sit there for the next 12 hours in wet clothing as we hit the road. I would tell you this, the humidity got a lot better the further west we went. We got rid of it. Although in some places it was 100% because it was raining. And there were times it was raining so hard we couldn't even see the trucks in front of us. We could barely make out their taillights on the, the big. Why? Now, here's a question for you. Why do trucks not have more lighting on the rear end of them? Because people are going to come up behind them and they're going to see these two little red lights, maybe. But yeah, the back end of them needs to be lit up a little more with trucks, especially when you're in conditions where the visibility is not the greatest, and you suddenly come up upon a truck because you can't see that far in front of you, but you're taking everything cautiously, but the trucks are going just a little bit slower, and you suddenly come up on a truck and you can very easily rear end them. So they need a little more lighting on the back of them. There was one time I was coming home on the 81 in Virginia, and I'm stuck in the middle of a huge row of trucks, but the one I'm behind, I could see him very, very clearly. He had good lighting. He had good reflectors on the. He had good reflectors on the back. He had good lighting on the back. Not only did he have the required ones that were down the bottom at eye level, he also had them going up the sides and across the top as well. It was sort of like, but it wasn't blinding. It was there so you could see it, and they were very effective. But they didn't affect my night vision of what I could see in and around and all that sort of thing. But yeah, truck drivers, you guys need to get onto those companies that do the trailers and get them to light you up a little more at the back there. It'll be very nice for us drivers at night, or in conditions where you can't see much because of the rain. So anyway, but that's it. We're going to go watch. We're going to go for a walk. It's like 42 degrees Celsius outside, which is around 111, I guess. I know 104 is, no, it must be down like around 109. 104 Fahrenheit is 40 degrees Celsius. I know that much. So we're somewhere between the 113 from today, the 104 45 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius, somewhere in between there, we're going for a walk in that. So we're going to go for a walk. We're going to wait a little bit. Yes, I'm going to make Zeffie wait for another hour before we go for a walk, because then it will drop a few degrees. And the sun will be almost set, which will make it a little bit cooler. But yeah, it was 89 degrees when we went for a walk this morning. Couldn't believe that. And it was humid. And I did think ahead to take the water with us. And we did stop, and Zeffie was sort of like, yeah, like she's walking along and her tongue's almost dragging on the ground. So I'm like, come on, do you want some water? And she just looks at me and I'm just like, pull it all out, give her a water. And yeah, she had a good drink of water at that time. And then we carried on our way back home. Even though we were like a 5 minutes from home, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to make her get thirsty or anything else. But then we got home and she had a humongous drink of water as well. So yeah, we definitely take water with us, even if we're going for a 10-minute walk or a 15-minute walk. In these temperatures, we're taking water with us. So it's just one of those things that when you're in dry heat, you need to hydrate a lot more than if you're in the humid heat. But anyway, we're out of here. Going to go watch North by Northwest tonight. Looking forward to seeing that again. So looking forward to seeing that again. And then I'm probably going to watch Casablanca maybe on Sunday during the day. I might watch that one. Yeah, I got some stuff on tomorrow. So anyway, go out and have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hai konara.